Hey everyone, I'm Kim. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It is day 14 of my 14 Days of Love series. We are finally at the end. I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this crazy 3D heart set right here. This set is like perfect for a video shoot, a photo shoot, I don't know, going to the grocery store, really anything you want. It's super cute, super fun. So if you guys want to see how I did it, just keep on watching. So step one was to actually mold the hearts. So instantly when I was thinking of doing this, I'm like, okay, I have to do it on a paper that's not gonna allow the hearts to stick. So I thought of nail forms, and then once I started using them, I'm like, I want a wider surface. I had to kind of be careful for the hole on the nail forms and the sides. So I just decided to take the sticker off and use this little square. So that is what you guys see me using here. And for the colors, well, let me start off by saying that I had chosen different colors. I had chosen solids. You guys are gonna see that I used all like jellies in for this set, but that is because when I started curing the solids, I noticed that the light wouldn't get all the way through. It's interesting because when you lay polygel on your own nails, it doesn't have a problem curing, but for some reason, as long as I put it in there like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it just wouldn't get all the way through the heart. So anyways, I ended up using these jellies, and literally in 60 seconds they were cured and hard. So I chose all the jelly colors from the MAKARTT pink polygel kit, and then one glitter pink color from, I believe this is the glitter jelly kit, yeah. And to mold these hearts, it's really super easy. It's kind of the way that I did it in my Ohuhu set, but in that set, I did it on the nail. This one, obviously, you guys see I'm not. So in this little heart dapping dish, I have alcohol. I'm not going to use any base coat, although you could. That's an option. And I just basically make sure that my brush stays moist. I use like a brush spatula combo. The spatula is really good for getting like the diagonal side walls of the heart, and also for getting that dip, you know, that little M on top. And basically I'm just molding a heart, you know, as if, remember when we were kids and we used to mold things with clay? It's basically just that, honestly. These types of things are like, they look and feel way more intimidating than they actually are. So basically just went in and molded them. It helps when you like have a blob. When I say blob, I mean like everything all uniform. Like if you have a blob of polygel and it's all together versus like spread out, then that's the best way for you to just, you know, create that V like I'm doing here, and then just flatten it out. It's almost like the heart creates itself, you know. So I'm just gonna let you guys see me create the rest of these. I think I did about 20, and I'll be back in a sec. So once I've got all my hearts done and they're all cured, I'm gonna go in and kind of file them back into shape. When we mold these things, especially on flat surfaces, the polygel can kind of spread out even so finely, like even when you don't even see it. So I just file any like extras, any like flyaways off, and yeah, basically what you guys see me doing here, just sharpening it up, making it into a perfect heart. Once I have them all filed, I'm going to wipe them down with alcohol to get them ready for polish. So I'm going to top coat every single heart, and this is just some regular MAKARTT top coat. And once I'm done top coating the fronts, I can't forget about the back because I want them to look good from every angle. Once our nails are looking good and all that polish is cured, I'm going to use a really thin cuticle bit just to drill a hole right at the corners of these hearts. And this is where we're going to drill, we're going to loop those gold hoops through. Definitely be careful when you guys do this. As you guys can see, my fingers are so close. I'm really just doing it this way because obviously I want to show you guys, but if not, this would probably be against my table, like up against something soft or like with nothing in the back of it. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Definitely just be careful when you guys do this. I don't want anyone to get hurt, anyone to lose a finger or have a hole through their finger. But yeah, I'm just drilling a hole through all of them except 5 of them because 5 are going to actually get glued on the nail. And once I drilled all those holes, I'm just going to use the bit to push through to make sure there's no polygel stuck in there. So now I'm ready to actually add the hoops into these hearts. So to help me do this, I'm using this tool for jewelry. This one is really one that cuts, but I'm using it to kind of pry these hoops apart. It works, but definitely be careful because if I kind of grip too hard, it can cut it. So yeah, I just definitely be careful with that. But to do that, I just basically, as if I was looping a bead, I put it right through that hole, and then again I'm using that tool to help me pry it closed. And sometimes when the tool doesn't help, I straight up use my teeth. That is the truth, whatever. So that was all. I just wanted to first get the hoops on all those hearts, and then I went from there and kind of constructed the whole thing. So to create that kind of heart cluster that you guys saw hanging from each nail, I'm basically taking these hoops, and again I'm grabbing my tool and I'm adding different hoops all together and basically creating a chain. So you know, a chain is basically a whole bunch of hoops, or you know, little loops all stuck together, chained together, so to speak. It's a little hard to get like to explain what I'm doing here, but hopefully with the little bits that I'm giving you and with the actual video, you guys can understand what I'm doing. Once I created the different lengths, like I have short chains, long chains, all on one cluster, I just attach the hearts wherever I want it. And there wasn't really any rhyme or reason to this. Like one nail might have gotten 5 hearts, one might have gotten 4, one might have gotten 2. It really just what was whatever looked cute to me. And the only thing that I based off color was the actual heart that was glued on the nail. I kind of tried to glue a heart that wasn't really present in the cluster, or maybe just wasn't present as much. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me form these things. Hopefully, again, I got some good footage and you guys can understand how I did this and hopefully do it yourself. Okay, so now we can actually get into these nails. It's crazy. It's 16 minutes and a half almost on video, but in actual time, it was like about 2 hours to get those hearts ready, like to mold them and drill them and everything. So anyways, let's just get into these nails. I'm not gonna go too in depth because I've done this method so many times this series and in general in my channel. I am gonna link a video in the cards right here going more in depth on this method. This is the après dupe method. I'm skipping prep in it. I'm just going straight in with my extend gel, putting a little bit in this full cover tip. And this, by the way, is a full cover almond tip from Enail Couture. And yeah, I'm just putting it in, pressing it up against my cuticle like you see here, and putting it into the light. And this was so quick, especially because I only did one hand. Even when you do 2 hands though, this is a quick like 15-20 minute process. Once I have all my nails cured on, I actually did a full 60-second cure, but I didn't show that on camera. After that is when I file and buff. Like I say in every video where I do the après dupe method, the good thing about it is that you don't have to do much filing because these tips are already in shape. What I mostly do is just file at the ends because they have a little tab of plastic there. When I buff though is when I really concentrate around my cuticle. Any like little extra extend gel that cured on top just pops right off here, and this also really helps to get my cuticle flush and ready for polish. So now we are ready for polish. This is Orgasm from MAKARTT recent Hooked on Love gel polish set, and I think this color is so pretty. The glitters in it just give it like such a nice shine. So I'm going in and doing 2 coats of that, and like you guys see in every video, I'm gonna do my thumb first, cure that, and then do the rest of my fingers. I do this just so that while I'm doing the other fingers, my thumb isn't like sliding, and then like the the right side of my thumb isn't like super fat. Once I've got those 2 coats on, I'm ready for a coat of top coat, and this is just some regular MAKARTT top coat. Now we can get the nails ready for these crazy charms. So I'm using my drill. Again, I'm using that same bit, and I'm gonna drill a hole right at the tip in the middle of my nail. So I'm gonna glue those hearts right in the middle, and I want the hanging charms to be like right behind it, so you don't really see where they hook on. So I was a little nervous because I wanted to make sure that it was in the middle, but in the end it worked out great. There wasn't really anything off kilter, and yeah, that was super easy. Once I did the thumb, I kind of got the hang of it, and it was super easy. I think this part right here, like drilling the holes in the nails, just took like 2 minutes tops. After I drilled those holes, I went over everything with some alcohol just to get rid of any dust. And now I'm gonna add these tiny little hoops right at the end. And to do this, I just pry open those little hoops with the tool or my fingers, whatever works, and just hoop it through, and then make sure that it's really closed. When you do these things, you kind of want to like leave them like half. I don't want to curse, but you know, you want to kind of like, you think it's not that important for them to like meet and actually be touching, but you could actually lose charms and like have them slide out just by a tiny little opening. So you really want to make sure that they are tight and closed. So once I have all my little hoops on my nails, I'm going to pry open the very top of these clusters that I made, hoop it through that little hole in my, that little loop through my nail, and then again pry it closed with that tool. So you see how easy that was and how cute this looks. So I just went ahead and did that for all my nails, and then I'm gonna glue the last charms on my fingers. So now for these glued charms, it was pretty easy, as you guys can expect. I just made sure that the hanging charms were straight underneath that glue, because I kind of made the glue overlap them so that that would keep them in place, keep them hanging straight. And then I took that heart I made, pressed it into the glue, and yeah, just made sure it was straight. You gotta kind of watch it because it is right on top of a chain, but once it was straight looking how I wanted, I just grabbed my mini light and brought it towards me. So that's why I love these mini lamps, because I can bring them to me and I don't have to worry about moving my charms around too much. So I just did that for the rest of my fingers, and yeah. Once all those charms were glued on, I went in with some cuticle oil. I felt like I desperately needed it because I felt like I was actually this whole video. But here is the final product. What do you guys think? Is this the most extravagant day, or do you think another day was? I think the day with the earrings might have been a little crazier, but either way, I think this set is so beautiful, so sweet, so cute. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and not only this day, let me know how you felt about the whole series. It was so fun to do for you guys, to get all my ideas out there. Thank you so much for supporting, for all your comments and all the love. As always, my name is Kim. I love you so much. I'm gonna go take the longest nap ever, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.